If you want to create Facebook ads that convert like crazy, this is for you. In order to create successful Facebook ads campaigns, you don't need to be an elite level Facebook ads media buyer. You don't need to invest thousands of dollars on creating videos or fancy images for Facebook. If you want to be profitable with your Facebook ads straight from the get-go, you don't even need to hire a fancy marketing agency. In this video, I'll share what I call the ACCO Framework, which I've been using for more than 6 years to run Facebook ads that bring results no matter the economy, no matter the niche, no matter the iOS 14 update. I know this sounds like a big promise, but wait until you see the final ingredient of my ACCO framework. That will be the secret sauce of many of my 7-figure campaigns, so make sure you stick to the very end, because this framework is the only thing you need to run Facebook ads that convert like crazy. This won't be any of those beginner videos where I teach you how to create campaigns in the Facebook Business Manager. This video will be for the people who are more advanced, and this video, more importantly, will be for the business owners who really want to scale campaigns. You don't know me yet. My name is Niko, and I help business owners get more sales using Facebook ads, YouTube ads, and automated marketing systems. In the last 6 years, I spent way over $5 million on Facebook ads, and I've seen it all. 99% of those money was dedicated to performance. In performance marketing, if you don't spend the first $1,000 profitably, you're not allowed to spend the next $1,000. This is how it works. My brain is results obsessed, and that's why my ACCO framework is all about getting you the results you desire. ACCO stands for Audience, Copy, Creative, Offer. Most of the people get the audience and the creative right, but they cannot figure out the copy and the offer. Now, we're going to start with the first element of my framework, and this is audience. On Facebook, you can target many people based on interests, location, gender, age, and much more. A lot of people think that they are not using the targeting correctly, and they always think that they need some cutting-edge targeting method to hit the right people. Targeting people on Facebook is not that hard, and 80% of the time is not how you target the people. The way Facebook ads work, you mainly target two types of audiences: cold audiences and warm audiences. Cold audiences are people who never heard of you, and warm audiences are those who already know your brand. When you use Facebook ads for cold audiences, the cold audiences start engaging with your ads, and once they visit your website, for example, they should get moved to the warm audiences. Many marketers make the mistake and they think they're selling to completely cold audiences, but the conversions that are attributed to the cold audiences don't come straight away. A very small percentage of people will buy a product from the very first click. And here's why. According to a statistic, it takes 8 touches to generate a conversion. It means that people on your cold audiences need to interact with your brand at least 8 times. You need 8 touch points to generate a sale. These touch points could be reading your ad, visiting your website, subscribing to your email list. It could be reading your automated emails. It could be visiting your Instagram. It could be listening to your podcast, and many more. So one of the most important goals of your cold campaigns would be not to sell your products, but hit people who might buy. The goal of your warm campaigns would be to get the conversions. The big mistake people make here is they start selling their products straight out of the gate to cold audiences. The main objective of your cold campaigns, again, would be to engage with your perfect customer avatar, and you try to appeal only to your ideal customer avatar. And your next question would be, that sounds great, but how do I do that? I'm glad you asked. This leads us to the second element of my ACCO framework, and that's copy. If you want to connect with the right audience, you should start calling them in your ad copy. You always should make your ads super specific to your target audience. Your ads should repose the people who are not your perfect customer. If you want your ad to appeal to coaches and consultants, start your ads by calling your target market. Now, let's say you want to sell only to coaches and consultants. An example headline would be, "This is how coaches and consultants should run ads in 2022. That way, you attract only people who you really want. Now your ads should be super specific, and remember, your copy should be focusing on converting just one customer avatar. And here was my big discovery when we talk about copy. Your end goal should always be to sell your products and services, but in order to sell more, you need to build trust and likability. You do that best by creating strong copy. With your copy, you're trying to establish a relationship. Even better, you're trying to establish a friendship. This is very powerful because if you do this right, you're not selling a product or a service to somebody, but you're helping out a friend. People hate being sold. People hate salespeople, but people love having their problems solved. That way, you'll position yourself as somebody who is actually there to help people. That way, you'll be the friend that people really want to have. How do you actually do that? It will be very different for everybody. Think of your internal experience in buying stuff. What are the people that you really love buying from? How are they positioned in the marketplace? Why do you love buying from those people so much? Changing your mindset about copy will have a great impact on your campaigns, so make sure you do that. You know how to craft a great copy. The next thing you need to improve would be your creative. A creative is the image or the video that gets delivered as an ad to users on Facebook. The big mistake that people make here is they try to make their creative look like an ad. Researchers online estimate that most Americans are exposed to around 4,000 to 10,000 advertisements each day. If you make your creative look like an ad, you're like most of those companies trying to sell stuff to people. But as I said earlier, people hate being sold, people love buying. Now instead of trying to create creatives that look like ads, try making your creatives similar to the content that your friends upload on social media. Instead of using shiny banners with buttons and text all over the place, try using simple pictures you took with your iPhone, for example. When creating images and videos, people think, oh, it must grab the attention. Yes, this is true, but every business on Facebook is trying to grab your attention. Why not, instead of trying to grab the attention, test some creatives that do the opposite. Test some creatives that are not trying to grab the attention. It might sound like a bad idea, but just test it. Usually, good creatives don't look like ads and they tell a story. Before using images or videos on Facebook, ask yourself, what's the story here? Because people love stories. Stories provoke our emotions and they make us feel things like trust, compassion, and empathy. Because of this, stories have a unique ability to build great connections. Successful businesses know the power of a great story and they use it to build a loyal base of customers. Now, once you tell a good story, the next thing you should do is, and this brings us to the next element of my ACCO framework, and this is the offer. When I talk about the offer, this is kind of like a call to action. It has a similar purpose of the call to action, but it converts much better. When I talk about the offer, I want to clarify that this is something you include in your ad copy. Preferably, you could include it at the very end of your Facebook ads. If you don't include an offer, people simply don't know what to do after they consume your ad. In my opinion, every ad you run on Facebook should include an offer. In the offer, you should say, here's what I got for you. Here's what it will do for you. Here's what you need to do next. And this is a very simple framework for writing great offers. This is something I heard from internet marketer Frank Kern, but there is one thing you could add that will make it even better. And this is, you need to tell people why they need to take the desired action right now. This will inject some urgency and more people will take the action you desire. A simple example would be, you need to buy my product right now. because I'm closing enrollment tonight at midnight. And this is very important to your success and it will dramatically boost your conversion rates. Now, those were the 4 elements of my ACCO framework: audience, copy, creative, offer. Use this framework and crush Facebook ads this year. If you need help implementing this framework in your Facebook ads, make sure you reach out. I'll leave my contacts in the description below. If not, no harsh feelings. Thank you for watching. My name is Niko, and in this channel I talk about business, wealth and marketing. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you soon.